Tina, how long has it been?
6 years?
6 years. Yeah, so 6 years ago was the year before you got married.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do for you?
Neck lift, facelift,
Lower lids,
yeah,
I forgot.
lower lids,
yeah,
yeah.
so we're going to superimpose here her previous lower lids and lower face neck. But I want you to see her jawline 6 years in is still doing great. Keep your chin down for me. Still doing absolutely great. So 6 years older than the previous picture. Tip back up and look at me here again. Turn this way. And I think she looks just completely natural, no really anything. But a lot of your, I know I can read your minds, but what about her nose? So tell me what happened with your nose.
So I broke my nose when I was a teenager and had a lump on it and a deviated septum. So I had that surgery and it looked good afterwards. And I didn't notice until probably 10 years later that it started to sort of point down when I smiled and have some irregularity to it.
So let's look at the specific irregularities that we see here. So you can see right through the surface of her skin. You can see the top edge of the lower lateral cartilage and the bottom edge of the lower lateral cartilage. It's almost like a little ram's horn. It comes this way and then goes right down the columella. And then here's the mirror image. There's the top edge of that and the bottom edge of that, and that ram's horn comes up, it goes down the bottom edge of the columella, and you can see the separation between the two. Back here, you can actually see, turn that way a little bit. You can actually see a little bit of an irregularity on the tail of that. Turn back towards me. So these lower laterals are going to be a challenge. I need to reconfigure them entirely, but turn towards me. If I reconfigure them to get that bow out of there, now there's way too much tip, right? So we have a challenge. So face me again, big smile one more time. She also has poor support on the tip. So I'm going to have you turn this way. You have a clean profile, big smile. So she has poor support on the tip as well. And when that tip falls, you can actually see the septum, the anterior septal angle pointing right out through the surface of the skin because the skin envelope is so thin. Last thing, this is another common thing that we see. So the tip support's not great. The lower laterals are bulbous and still kind of full, thin skin envelope. And then if you look at the surface of her nose, you should be able to see the top of the septum is shining right through. Think of those as the framework of the attic. We shouldn't see that. There should be a roof over the top of that. And the roof, here's one side, here's the other side, is open. You can see one nasal bone's contour here, the gap, the septum, another gap, and the other nasal bone's contour. So that's what we call an open roof. So this is going to be a challenge. We're going to reconstruct a roof, raise the roof quite literally because it's a little too low down here. Reconstruct a nice nasal tip, turn that way. Support the medial post while we bring these in, but without letting the tip over project like that. And then I'm probably going to end up using either fascia or donor tissue to help underlay all that and give a little more forgiveness in the skin envelope so doesn't show every little irregularity underneath.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
We've been waiting 6 years to do
that's
this.
That's right.
Good.
I had to wait for you to get better.
Yeah, exactly. I actually told her, I said, I'm glad you didn't let me do it 6 years ago. I would have done a fine job.
Yes, you would have. Yep.
All
I
right.
trusted you completely.
Thank you. Thanks for showing us your result too.
Yeah, absolutely.